Fettuccine al limone, a super typical recipe from Sorrento, Naples, the Amalfi Coast, where this beautiful yellow lemon as bright as the sun is the symbol of this land. Today, I'll show you how to prepare it step by step in a truly traditional way, just as you're used to here on In the Kitchen with Marco. So let's stop chatting and start cooking. To prepare our fettuccine, we're simply going to need 200 grams of flour with 2 eggs. The easiest way to do this is to put the flour on the table. I make a well in the center and add the eggs inside. I carefully break them apart with a fork and gradually incorporate them with the flour so that the egg doesn't run all over the table. Then I start kneading it with my hands. And I keep kneading it until all these spots you can see here, which are different colors, disappear. The dough has to be completely uniform. When it reaches this color here, that looks absolutely perfect. At this point in the process, we are going to wrap it up in a bit of plastic wrap and let it rest for a moment. Let it rest in the refrigerator for at least half an hour. After that time, we take the dough out of the refrigerator, remove the plastic wrap and roll it out. You can roll it out either with a rolling pin or with a pasta machine. Since I've shown you how to do it with a rolling pin before, this time I want to show you how I do it with the machine. It's very simple. We have to start with the widest setting and from there gradually make it thinner. The first 3 or 4 times on the widest setting you fold the dough and repeat this process about 3 or 4 times. So it's as if we're kneading our dough one last time. Pointless to make just one long strip because it will be a bit harder to roll out. So I fold it directly into 3 parts. As you can see, this way it's much easier to handle. There are different machines for making pasta. This one, which is completely manual, is actually very inexpensive and costs around 40 to 50 euros. But think about how many times you'll be able to make amazing pasta and your children, your grandchildren can inherit it. I didn't buy this machine. My aunt Antonella gifted it to me. She grew tired of it, so she passed it on to me. And I'll keep using it. And maybe one day Oliver will keep making pasta. Maybe. Do you want to know where to buy it? I'll leave the link down below. Take a look. I go up to number 3 on my machine. Okay, I have a thickness of about 1 millimeter. From there, I take those sheets of dough, sprinkle a bit of flour on top. Don't worry if it seems like a lot, because that's exactly the strategy. We do this to prevent it from sticking to itself when we roll it up. Later on, all of the excess flour will be carefully removed, so we fold our dough over and cut it with a very sharp knife. Try your best to cut everything to exactly the same size, and once you're finished, you just have to toss the pasta a bit into the air. This way, the pasta opens up beautifully, and at the same time, the excess flour also comes off quite easily. The excess flour. Once you have finished cutting the pasta, we move on to preparing the lemon cream. For our cream, we're going to add a splash of extra virgin olive oil and the butter. We turn the heat on low because we want the butter to melt slowly, but it shouldn't turn brown at all. Meanwhile, we take our fresh lemon, we wash it very well under running water, and we're going to grate it directly into the pan. Be careful to grate only the yellow zest part because the white pith part is quite bitter. Remember, keep the heat on low. Because if the heat is too high, not only will the butter burn, but the lemon peel, it will also lose all its natural sweetness and become very bitter. Then we take exactly what's left. Take a lemon, slice it in half, and squeeze out the juice. Done. Using half is enough because otherwise it will be too strong. It will start to become quite bitter. Add a small pinch of salt, stir the mixture gently, and then slowly move on to cooking the pasta. Carefully place it into the pot of boiling water we seasoned earlier with a pinch of salt. Now slowly count all the way to 20 and then take it out from the boiling water. Once your pasta has reached that perfect al dente texture, you will want to carefully drain it directly from the boiling water into your prepared sauté pan. Make sure to let it cook there for about a full minute tossing it gently so that every single strand is beautifully coated and infused with the flavors already in the pan. After that minute has passed, go ahead and turn off the heat completely to prevent overcooking. Finally, you can begin to sprinkle in your freshly grated Parmesan cheese, stirring it in slowly so that it melts evenly into a rich and delicious sauce that clings perfectly to the pasta. Mamma mia, look at how wonderful these fettuccine are. They are beautiful. I love to decorate them with a bit of fresh mint on top. This is totally optional, so if you want to add it, you can. If not, that's fine too. And these are my tagliatelle with lemon, made with the traditional recipe from Sorrento on the Amalfi Coast. And now, let's try. Check out this culinary marvel. This dish, guys, is the absolute ultimate summer meal. The thing I love about it, guys, the best part is that it's really fresh. It tastes like lemon, but it's not sour at all. I mean, it's great. You get all the freshness of the lemon. The slight acidity of the lemon is perfectly balanced thanks to the Parmigiano and the butter. And in the end, it leaves a fresh note in your mouth. An intense lemon flavor, a zest for life. What a marvel, guys. This recipe, along with 80 other super traditional Italian pasta recipes, can be found in my pasta cookbook, which you can find linked up here and also in the description box below. This book is divided by regions, so you'll get to know all the most important traditional pasta recipes. The ones that have made history, the real Italian ones, not the ones that are modified or updated. No. Here, all the recipes are traditional, just as Italian tradition dictates. Afterwards, if you would like to, you can adjust or customize them, but at least you'll truly know which ones are the Italian recipes. I personally wrote this book and also created all the photos with a lot of love, and I truly hope you can enjoy it too. And well, guys, that's it for today's recipe. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and leave your opinion about this recipe in the comments. All of this, honestly, guys, it really helps me a lot to keep my channel active. So I love you all very much, and I want to thank you so much for being here with me all this time. Bye for now. All right, everyone.